Koski reports!
Being Second Cluster, this is Commander Koski reporting live from Mega Arena. This turn 11, I don't have much combat or star map events to report to you. Very minor stuff, many minor changes. I didn't notice anything spectacular, but I've been noted a couple of things from you, great audience. You see, I get tips privately, news tips, but also I follow certain discussions, like public discussions in a bit hidden places, like on Starport.nu Discord server, which is an excellent place to be. And one discussion now that started there was that in this game, the Mega Arena, this is important news. From the settings, the friendly code GSX has been disabled. There is the setting GSX no, and if it's true or not. Now it's true, so you can't use that friendly code to give ships to another player in this game. And I personally love the idea. It's simple, it's elegant, it's wonderful. You see, what it does is that it makes it a tiny bit more difficult to give ships via trade or to be helmed by another player. For example, uh, you can do it now mainly by uh, using the force to surrender starbase mission. Let's say we have a Federation player, for example, who would like to take over a robotic fleet ships like some golems or even Artemis or Juggernaut light ships would be very powerful if they would be steered by Federation with the Fed bonus, but it's not that easy to just jump there with the huge ship and take over and then immediately change the ownership when you want to lay mines, you take the robots and everything. No, if you want to go there to give ships to the another player, you need to have a starbase there first, and then force a surrender. There's a more turns, it's more cumbersome, and it needs more effort. And most of all, if there's multiple players, like let's say there's privateer also in the bunch, and there's Borg somewhere and something else, if you have and you want to do everything fast, you would need 4 different star bases to give to the other players and make them to force to surrender. So this is actually a quite efficient way of hindering coalition play and the negative effects that suddenly uh, Federation bonus, lizard fighting bonuses come to ships or something like that, or lay crystalline webs or robotic mines and so forth. But the other thing why that is an excellent thing is that in some high level games there has been this nasty situation that when a player is fed up with the game but has a sizable fleet, his plans didn't work. He decides to poop on the game and give the whole fleet to one player just out of spite. So to throw the monkey wrench into the gears, or how do you say it? And now it's not that easy. Or if you are just about to die, you gift your whole fleet to your allies now. It's not that easy. But all in all, I think that's a great setting. And let's hope we see more of it in the future. Another thing in this episode that was noted to me was that now that we are looking at the scoreboard, and as the ship limit maybe comes from turn 14, but there are sizable differences in the priority points players are having. And certain players who have just a bit more star bases, they have quite a lot more priority points than some others who haven't been doing that stuff. But then there are certain players like Psydev, or actually just this one player, who has plus 15 priority points in one turn and who has 30 priority points, with one starbase and no sizable combat at all. So, how is that possible? Well, Psydev actually did write an article, I believe it was in Planets magazine, about this campaign ability for Federation. It's the super recycle that if you build, for example, Merlin and you recycle it, you get a huge amount of priority points and you get most of it back, so you can build it again to recycle it again and get another huge amount of priority points. Let's see how many priority points he's going to able to do before the ship limit hits. It could be quite a lot, and for Solar Federation, it's quite a boon because he can build a lot of those good little ships. We also have certain players who have been doing lots of combat in this game. Let's see how big priority point stashes these players are able to get. But these were the news today. Uh, the setting GSX doesn't work, and some player hoards priority points more than the others. But see you soon, and remember, hey, Verena!
Commander Koski report. Planetsravaganza. Commander Koski report.